I don't care if it's $45. Get rid of it. What y'all doing spending money like that? That's our money. You're not generating any money. It's the money we make and y'all taking it from us to go and blow it on.
A third of 8th graders can't read, and now he wants to close the department. And I thought, that's probably why they can't read. Or at least partly. I mean, the numbers keep getting worse and worse and worse.
This video is brought to you by Synergy. Synergy is almost launched. At least our T-Force is almost launched. I think in March, our day and night drink, which is absolutely phenomenal. You guys are going to go crazy over it. I think we're going to sell out of it as soon as I make it live. But T-Force, on the 15th of this month, we're going to have T-Force available. I already have it here. My employees getting it. I give it to them. They can take it. I've been taking it, and I have been seeing results, bro. I don't know if the camera can catch. Let me put the camera on me, man. I've been seeing results, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. Since I've been taking T-Force, it's been really, really positive. I have a lot more energy. And if you're a man that want more energy and stamina, you wanna be, you get your weight up in the gym, give T-Force a try. 30-day supply, money back guaranteed. But right now, you gotta click notify being made available. So on the 15th, you'll get yours. We have a limited supply because I really want to see how much the demand will be. So we have a limited supply, and once they're out, we got to order more. So make sure you go to synergylife.com. That's synergylife.com. Bill Maher had another good thing to say, in my personal opinion. Sometimes he's right, like a broken clock. He had some interesting things to say about the Department of Education, because if it had not been for Trump wanting to do away with or modify the Department of Education, Democrats wouldn't say nothing about it. But because Trump want to do something, now it's all of a sudden the end of the world, because the federal Department of Education is not going to have access to leverage, demean, and prioritize the agenda of a leftist lunatic opposing them on state-run institutions. Since that's not going to happen, they mad. Roll the clip.
There is so much to cut, but there's a way to do it. For example, I read the Justice Department's Environmental Division they want to cut. And there's also the EPA's Environmental Justice Office. So the EPA has a Justice Office, and the Justice Department has an Environmental Office. How about everybody just do their own job? It reminds me of the fact that I'm saying there is all this. We have like 4 Air Forces. Like we have the Air Force, right, but the Navy has an Air Force, and the Army has an Air Force, and everybody has an Air Force.
And I bet they're expensive, by the way.
And the police department here, I think, has an Air Force, too. It's like, so, it's not like but the way you're doing it is a little crazy. These teenagers who are rummaging through buildings, I mean, this is really what was in the plan? There's no better way to do this? Softer, a little?
Having been a member of Congress, I'm telling you that town is against stopping anything or cutting any spending. The entire town is focused with just spending more money. And so the only way, in my opinion, you can really get into it is you have to walk into buildings and cease operations and see exactly what's going on and to let the public know what's going on. So the public is aware of the mismanagement, the improper payments.
What about the Department of Education? Now, I don't know that much about it, but I've never read good things. Yeah. Rahm Emanuel, who I agree with on almost everything, here was a quote. He said, a third of 8th graders can't read, and now he wants to close the department. And I thought, that's probably why they can't read. Or at least partly. I mean, the numbers keep getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't know if the Department of Education is anything but, I mean, it doesn't really, I don't know what it does, except take money. It's sort of a middleman. It doesn't like run classrooms or do stuff like that. I don't think it makes policy. So where are you on something like that?
I think that the Department of Education has to essentially be closed. A lot of the authorities got to get sent back to the states. The dollars we appropriate actually need to go directly into the hands of parents so that they can use those resources in their states and in their communities to find the best outcome for their children. When the Department of Ed was created in 1977, our reading scores and math scores for kids 4th and 8th grade were higher than they are today. No. So it's not worked.
I mean, I read this, I'm stealing this from Nellie Bowles' column, but in the Michigan, the contract from the teachers union says you cannot be fired for getting caught drunk as a teacher until you do it for a 5th time.
What?
Yeah, the first 4 times, you're good.
They didn't take the Pete Hegseth vow.
Counseling.
I will stop drinking when I start the job.
And also, if you're caught selling drugs twice, that's when we fire you. The first time, you're good.
That's insane.
I mean, it is insane.
Yeah, it is.
So it's not like there isn't insanity that has to be addressed. And it's not like the kids are getting smarter.
Do anybody on this live stream disagree? I think the proof is in the pudding. If you're looking at a certain organization, if you're looking at the Department of Education, what value are they adding to the education of the young people? And if not, cut it. It's very, there's a point in time in every business, in every professional environment that has finances as a forefront or that's involved with it, the organization, there's a point in time where you have to cut. It's a point in time where you have to do an audit and say, you know what, maybe, just maybe, we spending way too much money on toilet paper. Why can't we go and source toilet paper from this place to save a little money here and there? Okay, perfect. There's no way whatsoever that we spending this much on company gas or company fuel cost because people are running around doing their own thing on company time. Okay, we're going to cut that back. People aren't going to have that. There's no point of us having 1,000 energy drinks and everybody just blowing through it, eating three or 4 or 5 energy drinks and not productive during the day. Oh, we're going to cut back on energy drinks. It's a waste of money because people are not being more productive with the energy drinks. You go down the list. At some point, you got to do an audit of your company or you're going to have a bunch of bloat and waste and it's going to run you through the ground. I pay taxes and I hate it. I despise paying federal income tax. That's the worst thing that I've ever paid in my life, and I don't want to pay it anymore. If I could never pay taxes, I would never pay taxes. Just let me give it all away to somebody instead of giving it to the government for them to blow your money. So since I'm paying taxes, I need to have something to say about this. I need to know what y'all doing with my money. The Department of Education, is it cutting the mustard? If it's not, okay, get rid of it. Y'all spending LGBTQ in Peru and shit. Man, get rid of that stuff. I don't care if it's $45. Get rid of it. What y'all doing spending money like that? That's our money. You're not generating any money. It's the money we make and y'all taking it from us to go and blow it on. And I guarantee you what they're doing is that they're doing deals with people and leveraging the government to do it. They want a favor from somebody in Libya. They go do some Cartoon Network in Libya deal for $45,000 or something. Well, that money, nobody's holding them accountable to it. Nobody's following up with it. They just spent $45,000 on something there for somebody they trying to smooth and writing it off as a separate expense. That's what they're doing. You see all this random stuff, LGBTQ research in Honduras or something. You're like, what is that? What does that got to do with the United States of America? It does not seem like it's a part of our plan.